50 to 60 years old because it was done by Fukunen Konishi Fukunen, who lived from the Meiji period to 1959. And he lived in Kyoto. So he was a painter and he specialized in quiet scenes. So there are 2 pine trees here because pine trees are the first things to grow in forests. They're the first things to grow on a sandy beach also, so they can grow with very poor soil. Not to say Ryujin is very poor soil, but it's difficult soil to grow on because you have to find new roots in a new place. So these 2 pine trees represent Tobi and Kai. And then this pine tree here represents any friend who comes to the house. So you have 2 pine trees growing in a new environment. So now that we're on the 2nd floor, you can see the top of the pine tree. And on top of the pine tree, these loving cranes. So the cranes represent longevity in Japanese culture, and they are also beings that can return gratitude because there was a legend about some crane that found a hunter. The hunter, instead of killing it, let it go into the house and slowly plucked its feathers off one by one to give to the hunter to make a very beautiful dress. The hunter was very poor, so he used the dress to pay for his wife's surgery or something like that. So the crane then became a symbol of gratitude. And there are 2 cranes. One of them is giving a tour, and they're on the top of the tree because they're on the 2nd floor. Of course, there are cranes in Japan, so you can see the Japanese flag.